Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Good evening. I am Chad Lumen, principal of Danville High School. I would like to welcome you, the family and friends of the graduating class of 2022. This evening's exercise is in honor of the graduates and their achievements in reaching this very important goal in life. I would like to lead our exercise by introducing our special guest on stage for this evening's ceremony. Dr. Elmer Thomas, Superintendent of Danville Schools. Mr. Steve Becker, Chairperson of the Board of Education. Mrs. Jennifer Pusateri, Member of the Board of Education. Mr. Wade Stanfield, Member of the Board of Education. Ms. Esther Rosario, Member of the Board of Education. Assistant Principal of Danville High School, Tiffany Smith. Mr. Scott Buggs, Secondary Instructional Specialist of Danville High School. Mrs. Sarah Cantrell, Counselor of Danville High School. Mrs. Tracy Wright, Counselor of Danville High School. Mr. Ron Ballard, Principal of the Anchor Academy. Also joining us this evening on the far end of the stage is the proud and distinguished faculty of Danville High School. Ladies and gentlemen, it is these fine men and women that have helped shape the class of 2022. These are the men and women that grant the degrees to our graduating seniors. Along with the faculty on stage, there are also several other high school staff members in attendance with us this evening. At this time, we would like for all the Danville High School faculty and staff to please stand. We want to recognize you for all your hard work and dedication to these seniors and to Danville High School. We would also like to recognize the faculty and staff of the other Danville independent schools, for they, along with the high school, are the ones who have enabled the Danville schools to be recognized both nationally and across the Commonwealth as a school of excellence and academic achievement. I ask at this time the faculty of each school to please stand to be recognized when your school is called. Mary G. Hogsett Primary School. Jenny Rogers Elementary School. Edna L. Tolliver Intermediate School. John W. Bate Middle School. And Anchor Academy. Thank you, Danville faculty and staff, for all that you do for our students. I would like to thank the members of the Danville Board of Education for your leadership and vision and for guiding us through the pandemic. A year ago, I was excited to join the Danville Independent School District, mask and all. And it has been an honor to serve the students and families of Danville High School community. We have worked hard to restore and preserve the traditions and celebrations associated with our prestigious school district. As we move forward, past the challenges of the pandemic, we are happy that you all have been here to guide us. Superintendent Thomas, thank you for providing stability in our time of transition. The foundation that you have strengthened is one of compassion and integrity that has prepared us to ensure success for all. And we know with the guidance of our new superintendent, Dr. Ross, the future of Danville Independent School District is bright. To the faculty and staff, thank you for embarking on this journey with me and working tirelessly to restore the sense of normalcy for our students and our school community. I have been impressed with your knowledge and inspired by your passion and commitment to our school community. You have gone above and beyond to ensure our students had a valuable educational experience by challenging them academically and supporting our students emotionally. Thank you to the families, all the families and friends that have gathered here to support this talented graduating class. I know many of you are proud, some are surprised, and a few of you won't believe it until the diploma is secure in hand. There is so much joy in this building. You have sacrificed so much for our students to be here now. Congratulations to you for persevering through the ups and downs of the pandemic, and thank you for your unwavering commitment to making sure your student had everything they needed to continue to learn and be prepared to return to Danville High School. Finally, and most importantly, to the class of 2022, congratulations. Your determination and resiliency is unmatched by any other graduating class in history. You all have provided me with so much pride and admiration every day, with examples of unity and love for one another. I want to leave you with these last thoughts. Trust your family values. Trust your education. Compete hard always, and always do your best. Be a lifelong learner. Don't fear failure, and accept your destiny. I see great accomplishments ahead for the class of 2022. Before we go any further, I would like to thank the Danville High School Band and their director, Jeff Towns, for their performance as our seniors enter and exit the ceremony this evening. Now please welcome to the stage the Danville High School Choir under the direction of Mr. Scott Walker. The choir will be performing the Danville High School alma mater hymn. The lyrics of the hymn were written in 1970 by then senior Alan Jacobus and is set to the tune of the Navy hymn. Once again, welcome the Danville High School Choir. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce to you the Superintendent of Danville Independent Schools, Dr. Elmer Thomas.
Good evening. Tonight, I have the pleasure, and we all have the pleasure of hearing from three wonderful student speakers. These ladies are members of the class of 2022's Best and Brightest at Danville High. These scholars are here to speak with you and their fellow classmates about their experiences at Danville, as well as look ahead to the future and all that it may hold. Speaking with us tonight, we have Emma Nesmith. Emma has been a member of the Danville Dance, the Kentucky Student Voice Team, and Student Council during her time at Danville. Emma plans to study English or art history after graduation. Emma is graduating this evening with a weighted GPA of 5.21. We also have Emma Irwin. Emma has been a member of the softball, swim, and forensics teams while at Danville. Emma has also been a member of the Spanish Club and Pep Club. After graduation, Emma plans to attend Presbyterian College. She's graduating this evening with a weighted GPA of 5.10. And we start this evening with Natalie Feeberg. During her time at Danville, Natalie has been a part of the Lady Ads soccer and softball teams. Natalie has been a member of Spanish Club, Student Council, the robotics team, and forensics team. Natalie plans to take a gap year and attend a program in Hawaii before beginning college after graduation. Natalie is graduating this evening with a weighted GPA of 5.25.
Before I start, let me get a quick picture of everyone. All right. Good evening, teachers, staff, family, administrators, and the class of 2022. We made it. Come on, y'all can do better than the pep rally our freshman year. We made it! Now, as most of you know, we've been here longer than most administrators, so we have a better idea of how we got here. It all started in the three elementary schools: Toad Liver, Jenny Roaches, and Hog Zit. From there, these three communities came together at Bate Middle, where historical fights took place and infamous apples were thrown, which resulted in the banning of our field trips forever. We were told that we were the worst class to come through the middle school, when we all know the teachers secretly loved us since many moved with us through the schools: Mr. Bowman, Miss Cameron, Mr. Rickmers, etc. But now, our legacy has been made, and our time in the Danville schools has come to an end. Now, my therapist knows all y'all's names. Yes, all of you all. I've been going to my therapist for over a year and a half now, since December of 2020, when the stress of the pandemic and school started to engulf me. I'm really open about this topic because mental health is something I prioritize, but that's not where this speech is going. The pandemic was a difficult time for us all, but we're still here to tell the stories. The long Google Meets that we never thought would end or simply just slept through, the list of building assignments, the sports seasons that were canceled or restricted, the time away from loved ones, and the constant uncertainty of it all. While reflecting on these last 12 years, I can conclude that it was a roller coaster, to say the least. However, I'm confident that if these last few years have taught us anything, it's to be adaptable. Change is something you can always count on, whether that's a new administration every year, or changing friend groups, or even the change in the time school starts. Sometimes that straight line that we were always told to walk on isn't always straightforward. The simple follow the black line, hands behind your back, single file line directions aren't always that simple. Sometimes curveballs will be thrown and we'll have to adapt. While the fear of Coach Mason, the trips to Burke's, and Mr. Kramer's loud voice seem like a constant, those days have come to an end. And with that, I want to leave you all with a quote from my therapist. I concluded my last session with her by reminiscing on my time. And she told me, "You've survived every hardship." "You've survived every hardship you didn't think you would." And that resonated with me. You've survived every hardship you didn't think you would. Thank you, in class of 2022. I'm not sure what lies ahead, but I know we'll make it through. Thank you.
When I was younger, my favorite movie was High School Musical 1, 2, and 3. And even though our high school experience was nothing like East High's, and I'm not going to break out into song, I found one key similarity between East High and Danville, and that was the teachers. In High School Musical, the teachers are encouraging and welcoming, and I found it very similar to the teachers I had throughout Danville schools. The lessons that the teachers taught me went beyond the classroom. They taught me that it's okay to be different. I can't tell you how many times I stood up in front of Senora McCowan's class and danced and sang and acted like a fool because I knew it was a safe place and it was okay to act silly. They taught us to embrace what made us different. They also taught me that change is important. If you know me, you know I don't like change. Never have. I always like to have a plan and for things to be organized. But they taught me that change is important because it's necessary for growth. Our class went through one of the biggest changes and missed about half of in-person high school. However, that didn't stop our teachers for looking at the light in every situation and telling us that it would all be okay and that we would grow from it. Finally, the last lesson they taught us is that you are more valuable as a person than a student. Our class had the privilege of getting to be taught by Dr. Weathers, who passed away in January of this year. Every single class we had with her, she made sure that we knew it was important that we, as a person, came first. She had no problem stopping in the middle of class while learning the distributive property to make sure that we knew we were valued. Dr. Weathers taught us all so much and was an incredible teacher. Everyone who knew her was impacted by her in some way, and we, as well as the Danville schools, will miss her so much. Endings might be hard, but it's necessary for new beginnings. Now, as we go on today, the lessons taught by the teachers in Danville schools will stay with me wherever I go. I want to thank my parents, teachers, coaches, my friends, and the class of 2022. Thank you for making these past 13 years in the Danville schools the best and the most memorable. Now, as Troy and Gabriella would say, it's the start of something new. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I am also Emma. And personally, I don't think that anything I have to say up here in the next 2 minutes is going to be more meaningful than the actual accomplishment we are here to celebrate today. Because this is a big deal. I mean, I personally have been looking forward to this moment for 4 years. And when I thought about graduation as an underclassman, I never envisioned the version of myself or of the world that exists today. So since I've only got now like a minute and a half, I've decided to use my time to share some advice I would give my little baby 14-year-old self if I had the chance. First, it's okay to get a B on a test. You will be fine. Your grade will be fine. Everything will be fine. Second, your teachers are literally paid to explain things to you. Don't feel bad about asking questions or guilty about needing help. It's okay to not know everything all at once. Third, everyone around you is way too busy judging themselves to even have time to judge you. You can spend a little less mental energy worrying about being perceived. Fourth, I know high school isn't exactly your favorite right now. That's okay. But there are people worth knowing and things worth doing in these 4 years. Don't be afraid to be a little bit uncomfortable if it means finding those people and things. I won't tell you, don't wish the years away, or cherish the time you have, or make the most of your high school career, because I know you wouldn't listen. But you will spend a lot of time in this place with these people. And for better or for worse, they will make you who you are. I promise that there are some pretty great things that will come about in the next 4 years. So keep an eye out. Now, would freshman me have heeded any of this advice? Hard to say. She was pretty headstrong. But it's worth it, I think, as we move on from this era of our lives, to remember who we used to be and recognize how far we've come. Thank you, and congratulations again to the class of 2022.
Tonight's guest speaker is the newest member of the Danville Schools family. He joins us this evening to speak to the class of 2022 about the future, not only what it holds for them, but why the future is so promising for the Danville Schools. It is my pleasure to welcome to the podium the incoming superintendent of the Danville Independent Schools, Dr. Greg Ross.
Well, good evening. I'm super excited to be here. Thank you, Dr. Thomas, for the introduction. Thank you all for being so amazing. I didn't even know there was a 5.0 GPA. I got to admit, I didn't know that. Never heard of that before in my life. So, you all said something earlier about the perseverance that has taken this group and them treading on waters that have never been seen before. And you all are. You are the heroes right now. You are the foundation of excellence. So let's give these guys a big round of applause. So I was told I only have 4 minutes, and when it comes to kids and education, I can talk a long time. So I'm going to make sure that I get to the point. And I thought I could do an acrostic and just stick with the ads, right? So A, always give your all. And I mean that, guys. There's going to be times where you're going to feel like just going half at it. You know, hey, I'm going to just, I done graduated. I'm just going to take some time. I'm just going to rest. No one else is resting. Everyone else is pushing. They're going. They're thriving. They're trying to outdo you. So always give your all. You all are really the reality of your parents' greatest investment. So give your all. Do, the D, don't stop. No matter how hard it gets, and I'm telling you guys, it's going to get hard. There are going to be times where you're going to want to quit. There's going to be times you're going to want to give up. There's going to be times where you feel like there is no way out. Don't stop, because there is. And what I always believe is what my mother told me, is in the darkest moments is right before the sun rises. So you know that when you're feeling like you're at your end, it's just beginning. The goodness is right there. You're only a step away. A step away. And the S, success is not an option. I love some wait time. Truly, success is not optional for you guys. We are dependent on you. I feel slighted a little bit because I didn't really get to know you all. I've been to a few baseball and softball games. I saw a play. I listened to the choir, but I didn't get to know you guys. But for me, from where I stand, you all are the foundation of our success for years to come. You know, I think about when I left high school, I thought I was going to shoot a ball for the rest of my life. And I was never going back to Paducah. I did not want to go back to that small town. But you know what? There was a day and time where I could not wait to get back to Paducah. And when I got there, I remembered all the things that people that didn't look like me, didn't grow up where I grew up, didn't even sound like me, but they poured into me and showed me how great I could be. And I hope that you guys do the same thing. You come back here and you bring your excellence. You bring your wisdom that you've gained. You bring the experiences that you've garnered and allow Danville to be the greatest that we can be. And I know people think, oh, he's just here for a minute. I'm an admiral for life until y'all get rid of me. But as that is said, I can't wait to watch your kids grow up here. I can't wait to go to their championships. I can't wait to go to their forensic events. I can't wait to go to their plays and concerts. I can't wait to make sure that every surrounding county knows who we are. When they think of us, they remember that we are the start of Titletown. And that begins with you guys. My time is up, and I appreciate you. I also say one more thing, and this also goes to the parents. If we love Danville as much as we say we do, make our words match our actions. It is so easy to say the negative. There may have been one person in your high school that was not as nice as they should have been, but think about all of those teachers, cafeteria workers, custodians, instructional assistants, coaches, secretaries that loved you every day, that couldn't wait to see you. Remember the greatness that we are. Remember the greatness that surrounded you daily, and let that be your guide. And I also ask our parents to do the same thing. You know, I always am told when I meet people here, oh, this is a great place to be, but we got some work to do. You know, but we got that work to do together. And our words, what we say about who we are. You know, I got 7 brothers. They handsome too. But I got 7 beautiful brothers and 1 sister that's now in heaven. And I'm going to tell you what, there are times where I want to knock them out, clean, smooth, knock them out. But I will not allow anyone else to say anything negative about them. I will not allow someone else to walk away from my siblings and say something bad. We are a family. So as we are growing this family, we're enriching this family, and we're going to make sure the borders of this family extend very, very far into the far reaches of the U.S. and hopefully outside of that. But as we do that, make sure they know who we are in a positive way. Make sure they know what a Danville Admiral is. So I appreciate you. I thank you all. And Danville, thank you all for welcoming me and making me feel at home already. And I am so excited for you. The best is yet to come. Let's give these guys a big round of applause.
Good evening. I am privileged to recognize at this time the honor graduates of the class of 2022. The first group to be recognized are those graduating with high honors. These students have achieved a 3.25 to a 3.49 grade point average out of a possible 4.0. These students are represented by wearing a bronze cord. At this time, can all these graduates please stand to be recognized? The next group that I am privileged to recognize are those students graduating with higher honors. These students have achieved a 3.50 to a 3.74 grade point average. These students are represented by wearing a silver cord. At this time, can all of these graduates please stand to be recognized? The next group that I am privileged to recognize are those students graduating with highest honors. These students have achieved a 3.75 to a 4.0 grade point average or higher, graduating with highest honors. These students are represented by wearing a gold cord. At this time, can all of these graduates please stand to be recognized? We also want to recognize a few other achievements this evening. Please hold your applause until all groups have been called. Seniors, As your group is called, please stand and remain standing until all are completed. Students wearing a blue and gold cord are students that have met the requirements of the National Honor Society. We would like to recognize students graduating who have met requirements for the International Theater Honor Society. Students wearing a blue cord are students that have met the requirements for being career ready. Students wearing a white cord are students that have met the requirements for being college ready. Students wearing a blue and white cord are students that have met the requirements for being college and career ready. And finally, students wearing a purple cord are students that received a 28 or above on their ACT. Let's give all of these graduates a hand. Thank you, graduates.
It is now time for the presentation of the class of 2022. We request that you show respect and dignity to the individual graduates and to the class by not shouting out during the ceremony. Please refrain from applauding specific individuals during the reading of names, as we will be citing future plans of each graduate as they receive their diploma. Your applause when the graduates are presented at the conclusion of the ceremony will be appreciated. Thank you.
Sierra Nicole Adams.
Sierra will be joining the workforce to pursue a career in art.
Hayes Thomas Arnold.
Hayes will be attending Murray State University to major in computer science.
Jordan Malachi Arnold.
Jordan will be joining the workforce to pursue a career in real estate.
Dakota Allen J. Asensio.
Dakota will be attending BCTC for an associate's in computer science.
Alexander John Claude Bailey.
Alex will be attending Eastern Kentucky University to study criminal justice and joining the military.
Brady Thomas Baxter.
Brady will be attending Marshall University to pursue a degree in hospital administration.
Trenton Jeremiah Beckley.
Trenton will be joining the workforce.
Brendan Hayden Birch.
Brendan will be attending BCTC to obtain a certificate as an electrical technician.
Brady Compton Bischoff.
Brady will be attending the University of Alabama to study finance.
Kirsten Marie Blaine.
Kirsten will be attending Eastern Kentucky University to study education.
Tylea Marche Bradshaw.
Tylea will be attending Eastern Kentucky University to study nursing.
Leah Marie Brashear.
Leah will be obtaining a certification as a nail technician.
Austin Sean Brothers.
Austin will be joining the workforce.
Cameron Seth Brown.
Cameron will be attending Eastern Kentucky University to major in occupational safety.
Andre Stephen Bryant.
Andre will be attending BCTC to become a certified in welding.
Margaret Lynn Bryant.
Maggie will be attending Medical Career and Technical College to become a veterinary technician.
Caleb Kinley Burns.
Caleb will be attending University of Campbellsville to study sports medicine and to play football.
Jacob Martin Carpenter.
Jacob will be attending Center College to major in biology.
Nevaeh Shaylee Carsby.
Nevaeh will be attending Berea College to study nursing with a minor in business.
John Thomas Church.
John will be joining the workforce.
Ryan Benjamin Clarkson.
Ryan will be attending Spalding University to study business and marketing and to play soccer.
Rory Klein.
Roy will be taking a gap year, then attending BCTC to study radiology.
Joseph Tyler Franklin Klein.
Joseph will be attending University of the Cumberlands to study church ministry.
Andea Nicole Coleman.
Andea will be attending cosmetology school.
William Joseph Conder.
William will be attending Ashworth Online College for locksmithing.
Kayla Marie Cromwell.
Kayla will be attending the University of the Cumberlands to major in education.
Jason Patrick Dean, Jr.
Jason will be attending the University of Kentucky to study secondary education for social studies.
Zaylin Paul Doolin.
Zaylin will be joining the workforce.
Madison Taylor Eads.
Madison will be attending University of Maryland to major in government, political science, and journalism.
Kaya Elizabeth Aguti Earl.
Kaya will be attending Davidson College to study pre-medicine and with a major in psychology.
Samuel Braylon Emerson.
Samuel will be attending the University of the Cumberlands to study fitness and sports management and ministry.
Emma Lewis Irwin.
Emma will be attending Presbyterian College, major undecided.
Natalie Marie Feeberg.
Natalie will be taking a gap year to attend a program in Hawaii in the fall and nanny in London, England in the spring.
Jamar Mikese Fish.
Jamar will be joining the workforce.
Alicia Gail Flores Campbell.
Alicia will be traveling as a flight attendant.
Adrian Dominique Ford.
Adrian will be attending the University of Campbellsville to pursue a degree in marketing.
Micah Blake Gatliff.
Micah will be joining the workforce.
Anna Rosalie Gooch.
Anna will be attending Denison University to study cinematic arts.
Heaven Nicole Gooch.
Heaven will be joining the military.
Lincoln Rhodes Gordon.
Lincoln will be attending Western Kentucky University to study nutrition and dietetics.
Rebecca Lynn Greer.
Rebecca will be joining the workforce.
Christian Thomas Grigsby.
Christian will be attending Morehead State University to major in space systems.
Aaliyah Chanel Hawkins.
Aaliyah will be joining the workforce.
Holly Elise Helmers.
Holly will be attending North Central College to major in biology and play soccer.
Albert Aiden McNeely Honecker.
Albert will be taking a gap year and joining the workforce.
James Malachi Johnson.
James will be joining the workforce.
Cavill Jeffrey Johnson.
Cavill will be joining the workforce.
Dalen Gage Jones.
Dalen will be joining the military.
Emily Nicole Jones.
Emily will be attending college to obtain a certification as an EMT.
Isabella Lanai Joseph.
Isabella will be attending the University of Louisville to major in exercise science.
Mary Callahan Lackney.
Mary will be attending the University of Kentucky to major in psychology.
David Chester Lamb.
David will be taking a gap year.
Autumn May Lamore.
Autumn will be obtaining a certification as a paramedic.
Matthew Calionzis Link.
Matthew will be attending Trinity University to study engineering science.
Dominic Martin Lombino.
Dominic will be joining the workforce in healthcare.
Alexandra Eloisa Lopez.
Alexandra will be taking a gap year with plans to attend UK in the fall of 2023.
Lauren Grace Lucas.
Lauren will be attending the University of the Cumberlands to double major in psychology and ministry.
Olivia Ann Lynch.
Olivia will be attending Eastern Kentucky University to study business management.
Jesse Eugene Lynn.
Jesse will be attending college and joining the military.
Raekwon Tyrell Masterson.
Raekwon will be attending BCTC, major undecided.
Hunter Gage Maxwell.
Hunter will be joining the workforce.
DeAndre Tyrese Mays.
DeAndre will be attending BCTC to obtain a certification in welding.
Precious Rain McDaniel.
Precious will be attending college to become a veterinary technician.
Passion Antoinette McDaniel.
Passion will be joining the workforce.
Hallie Olivia Bianca McGurr.
Hallie will be attending the University of Kentucky to major in nursing.
Holden Isaac Lewis McKnight.
Holden will be joining the Navy.
Mayuri Nicole Cartagena Mejia.
Mayuri will be attending BCTC, major undecided.
Sarah Elizabeth Miller.
Sarah Beth will be attending Eastern Kentucky University to major in nursing.
Mason Kinley Molin.
Mason will be attending BCTC to study business and finance.
Danielle Rose Moreland.
Danielle will be attending Eastern Kentucky University to study elementary education.
Brady Alexander Morse.
Brady will be attending Bellarmine University to study sports administration and play baseball.
Devin Blake Murphy.
Devin will be attending BCTC for an associate's degree in welding.
Berea Sue Neff.
Berea will be joining the workforce.
Emma Claire Nesmith.
Emma will be attending McAllister College, major undecided.
Stephen Allen Newmeyer.
Stephen will be joining the workforce.
Michael Ash Oakes.
Michael will be taking a gap year with plans to study philosophy.
Daniel Thomas Domingo Ortiz.
Daniel will be attending Moorhead University to study nursing.
Vraj Rajesh Patel.
Faraj will be attending Eastern Kentucky University, major undecided.
Noah Kagan Nehemiah Penman.
Noah will be attending BCTC to study human services.
Anijah Jaden Deanne Perrin.
Anijah will be attending the University of Kentucky to major in elementary and special education.
Anderson McCurtry Perry.
Anderson will be attending Center College to study biology and horticulture.
Hannah Denise Pirtle.
Hannah will be attending BCTC to study human services.
Kanaya Kishay Pruitt.
Kanaya will be attending BCTC to become a nurse practitioner.
Sophia May Sanders.
Sophia will be attending the University of Louisville to major in studio arts.
Daisy Lynn Scarborough.
Daisy will be joining the workforce.
Ella Aubrianne Scott.
Ella will be taking a gap year.
Michael Chase Simonis.
Michael will be continuing his education at Lexington School for the Recording Arts, studying audio engineering.
Blake Howard Shelton.
Blake will be attending Wilmington College to play football, major undecided.
Mia Simone Segola.
Mia will be attending the University of Louisville to obtain a degree in biology.
Jackson Lane Simpson.
Jackson will be attending Transylvania University to study mathematics.
Bailey Madison Sisk.
Bailey will be continuing her education in the medical field.
Logan Bryce Smothers.
Logan will be attending Eastern Kentucky University to study physical therapy and play baseball.
Gavin Scott Sutherland.
Gavin will be attending BCTC to obtain a certification in advanced manufacturing technology.
Patrick Allen Wesley Spalling.
Patrick will be joining the workforce to work as a farmhand and eventually owning his own farm.
Aaliyah Niaz Spoonamore.
Aaliyah will be attending Center College to major in psychology.
Cameron Jacob Warren Stanfield.
KJ will be attending Alabama A&M to study kinesiology and exercise science and play baseball.
Ethan Daniel Stevens.
Ethan will be joining the workforce.
Keelan Anthony Story.
Keelan will be attending BCTC to obtain certifications in welding and real estate.
Nadia Kiray Trumbo.
Nadia will be attending BCTC to obtain an Associates of Arts degree.
Trinity Elise Welch.
Trinity will be traveling after graduation.
Duncan Allen West.
Duncan will be joining the workforce.
James Levi Wilcher.
James will be joining the workforce.
Keegan Brenner Wilcher.
Keegan will be attending Western Kentucky University to study business administration and sports management.
Ashley Nicole Wilson.
Ashley will be attending Eastern Kentucky University to major in nursing.
Landon Tyler Woodward.
Landon will be joining the workforce as an electrical technician. I would now like to welcome the chairman of the Danville Board of Education, Mr. Steve Becker.
Scholars, the moment you've been working toward is here. 4 years or more of hard work. So without further ado, having met the requirements set forth by the Danville Board of Education and the Kentucky Department of Education, it is my distinct pleasure to confer the diplomas of the Danville High School class of 2022. And next, to perform the tassel ceremony this evening, please welcome to the stage two of our outstanding graduating seniors, KJ Stanfield and Keegan Wilcher.
A tassel has been used throughout history to adorn many things, including clothing and uniforms, and has often differentiated people in the military or religious fields.
Seniors, the graduation tassels attached to our caps represent us as members of the class of 2022. The moving of the tassel from the right to the left signifies our transition from candidates to graduates.
Class of 2022, at this time, would you please stand? And now, move your tassels from the right to the left.
Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude the ceremony, we ask that you please remain seated until all graduates have left the hall and the band has concluded the playing of the recessional. We would like to thank your attendance. We would like to thank your attendance this evening and hope that you have a safe trip home. But first, it is my pleasure to introduce to you, for the first time, the graduates of Danville High School class of 2022.
you.